Hey everyone, it's Ashley with Going Crazy, and today is the first day back home since my market yesterday, and you have already seen that of my very windy market. If you haven't, you can go check that out now. But this week I'm gonna do just a whole week in my life of crochet again. And when I got home, I realized that my basement is a mess from doing 3 markets back to back every weekend, and my yarn cabinet is a disaster as well. So I am going to go ahead and clean up my yarn cabinet. I have 3 large boxes of yarn sitting in my closet right now, and since I have started to phase out a lot of my acrylic yarns, like my worsted weight acrylic yarns, like this, the smaller stuff, I've been using it up, and I still do projects with it, but I don't use it as often as I do the plush yarn now. And so I'm going to phase out some of these bins. I can kind of consolidate them more. If you've seen some of my videos in the past, you've seen me clean this cabinet not too long ago, just a couple months ago, but it's kind of disaster right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that today, and I figured you could follow along and see the process. And I will show you the rest of my space after I'm done. As you can see, I have just bins and boxes, and it's just kind of a complete mess. Here's all my plushies. And so I just need to get this nice and neat again so that I can relax. I don't have another market for like 3-4 weeks, so I have plenty of time to chill out, just kind of make my space a little bit nicer. And I have tons of plushies still left over. I have still 1, 2, 3, 4 bags plus my bin. So I don't have to rush and make things, prep things. And so yeah, I'm just gonna work on this instead for now. So you can enjoy a little time lapse of me cleaning this out and then refilling it. Hey guys, as you can see, I am in a new location. I ended up getting a really bad headache and going upstairs to take a little break. But now that I'm upstairs, part of the reason I'm doing this whole renovation on my cabinet in the basement is to tidy up my upstairs. So I figured I'd give you guys a glance of why I need to change it up. And here we go. Because I have 1, 2, and 3 boxes that are overtaking my closet, and I can't have that. It's too overwhelming. I can't go into my closet and like put clothes on because it's so messy. So my next plan is I'm gonna go through my cabinet, and all of these yarns here, I'm going to keep the ones that I plan to use more often or like in the near future, for both my Bernat blanket, my Sweet Snuggles lights, and then my Parfait chunkies. I think I'll take 1 of each color I have for my Parfait chunkies and put it in there. And then if I have extra room, I'll put the colors I use more often in there. And for the ones that I don't use as often, I'll put those in the basement. And yeah, did you spot the little kitty in the basket over here? He's been hanging out in there lately. And then also for down here, for this guy here, I'm also going to plan to put like the Bernat blankets that I don't use as often, but that I will use closer to the future. I'll put them in there because that one I kind of forget about. Is kind of more of like end table than like my yarn basket for me. And so I'll probably put some of the ones that I take from this cabinet and put them in there. And then the ones that I really don't plan on using anytime soon, putting those in the basement if I have more room in the basement for them. So that is what I'm going to do next. Way more yarn than I expected to have, but I got my bin full of colors that I will use. I put a lot of like my extra white and black in here, and the other colors that I plan to use sooner than the other stuff I have that all in there. And then for here, my cabinet, I have my yellows and blues and pinks and purples, all colors I will use. I definitely find as I'm sorting through this, I can notice the burlap blanket versus the Sweet Snuggles Light, and I can see already, I'm already starting to kind of phase out my burlap blanket and use more Sweet Snuggles Light just because it feels better on my hands. So that top cabinet is completely full. And then my bottom cabinet, I did more of my neutral colors that I use quite a bit for a lot of projects. I noticed I am out of almond in burlap blanket, which I do use a lot. So I do have to get more of that. And then I try to do one of every color of what I have available in Perfect Chunky. And I was not able to fit them all in. I actually brought this shelf up one higher. As you can see, I have like, it's a little unbalanced just because I have an extra skein on this versus all of these. I might try to squeeze one more skein in all the way across here to get all of my color options in there. And I think I can fit one more skein right there as well. And so from there, everything else is going to have to go downstairs in my cabinet. I squeezed in extra up here. Cannot get any more yarn in there, but it is completely stuffed full, and each color is a different color, which is incredible. There are a lot of different colors. And I shoved another black in here because I use a lot of black. And so there we go. I have a full cabinet of yarn, and I still have all of this to bring downstairs. And there's another box right there too. So I don't know if you can see it in my face, but I have like the worst migraine today. It's like it just keeps coming back. It makes me want to have to vomit every once in a while. So I've been trying to take it pretty easy, but I also wanted to complete this cabinet. I did take a nap a little while ago in the middle of my mess in my bedroom, but like I just wanted to finish it. So I think I'm just about done. So I wanted to show you guys. So you saw my cabinets upstairs are complete. I have a completely full cabinet upstairs. I have a bin upstairs, and then everything else that was in my closet is now down here. It's a little bit overflowing at the moment, but once I make a few more plushies, it will level out. but I have my 2 boxes that are completely empty now. I have a little donation box to go out. I know exactly where I'm gonna bring that. I have a couple skeins I just have to cake. I was in the middle of caking them and it got knotted up, and I couldn't do it with my head today. And so now my cabinet is full, and I'm gonna give you a little tour of it. So up here I have some skeins that are kind of like display pretty, and it's also useful. And then down the 4 bottom black bins down here are all my worsted weights. I have my fuzzy and velvet yarn, Parfait Chunky. Up here are my Bernat and my Sweet Snuggles lights. And here are a mixture of what I found upstairs. I had a bunch of skeins of like the worsted weight. I had these are Bernat Forever Fleece or something like that. And then I caked some skeins before I put them in. And then down here we have the overflow of, let's see, Premier Basic Chenille Brights and some more Sweet Snuggles Light, and the little too small to cake balls of my worsted weight. And now I'm gonna go lay down because I don't feel good. Hey everyone, it's the next day and my headache has subsided, and so I thought I could come on and show you guys what I was doing before I had my headache. So I got picked for 2 pattern tests this week, and they are both by 2 YouTubers that I admire and watch. The first one is Stacy Makes, and her Etsy page is AppletreeBoutique. So I tested out this adorable Gordon the alligator, and I finished him up before I did my renovation of my cabinet in my basement and my bedroom for my yarn, and I just love him. I actually had been waiting for some smaller eyes to put in him, but I couldn't wait. I had to finish him because he was so fun to make. And so I ended up putting 30mm eyes on this guy, which are humongous, but I think it kind of makes him. He's super duper sweet. Once I get my other eyes, I'm getting some of the kawaii eyes, and so once I get those, I plan to make another one of these with the smaller kawaii eyes in the same color. I'm hoping I'll have enough. I think I will have enough. This is the Big Twist Plush in the color Ivy, and I really liked how it worked up. I hate to admit this, but I think I actually almost prefer the Big Twist Plush over Bernat Blanket. For some reason, it doesn't hurt my hands as much as Bernat Blanket does. So if I want larger plushies and I want more of like a solid base to them, I think I'm gonna start doing Big Twist Plush, even though I feel like it should be called a size 7 weight instead of a 6, but anyway, this is Gordon the alligator, or Gordon the gator, and you can check her out on Etsy, AppletreeBoutique, and she's also on Instagram and right here on YouTube as Stacy Makes, and I love him. I'm definitely going to be making more of these. This is definitely a pattern that you can do for market prep. He's pretty quick to make and he turns out super cute. And now my next pattern test I'm doing, I'm working on him right now. I'm actually in the phase, I just finished up his body and I just have to do his wings and his horns and like the frill on his tail. But this pattern is by Eclectic Scribbles, Amanda King here on YouTube, and she's also on Instagram. And I believe she has her own website to buy the patterns, but it's Eclectic Scribbles. And I am loving this. It's a snuggler and I know I watch her videos all the time. She's one of my top YouTube creators that I watch, and she had made it so that it would kind of, what she was saying, how wouldn't it be super cute just to like rest it on your shoulder and walk around, and I completely agree. This one is made out of Parfait Chunky. I'm using the key lime for the main body, and then I'm going to add Peacock for my supplemental color, my secondary color on it. And so I should be done this one here later today, probably within the next hour, because it's pretty quick make. I love the size of it because it's a smaller option. I do plan to make some of these in Sweet Snuggles Light as well, but I'm thinking I'll probably make 3 or 4 in the Parfait Chunky because I'm really loving this size. It's so sweet, and I just like kind of, you know, playing around with it as kind of like a little fidget, as well as a sweet snuggler. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy off, and then I will be back on to show you my finished results of him. So bye. Hey guys, it's the next day. I didn't show you my finished dragon from yesterday, so sorry about that, but my son got home from his rec activity and we were hanging out together. So I'm gonna show you today, and I have bonus for you since I was so slow at showing you guys. But here is Mr. Dragon number 1. Owen has claimed this one for himself until I make another one. I've been making multiples of these, and so he's claimed this one until I make another one that he likes better. But here's number 1. I'm absolutely in love with these guys, and let's sit him right here. I think this is going to be like a really good seller for markets. It's a quick make, and they're super duper cute. Here's make number 2. This is made from Parfait Chunky, and this is also made from Parfait Chunky using the same size hook, and it came out larger. So I think this this is the Very Berry yarn, which if you watched my recent yarn haul, I had no idea what to make with this color yarn, and I think I found something to make with this color yarn, and I love how it came out. So this is the Parfait Chunky. This is Hobie yarn with the Hobie speckled, and so there's number 2. So I'll just hang him out right here. So I have my 2 little dragons, and then I ended up making a larger one in Bernat blanket. So I figured I would use up a bunch of my scrap yarn to make these guys because they're so quick and cute to make. And look at him. So he's quite a bit larger. Well, not super larger, but he's larger than the other 2. So here he is. So this is one. I'll show you like a size comparison. 2, and then this guy is like the little baby one, and 3. So 3 different sizes. I used a 4.5 hook for both of these guys and the same brand yarn. And then this guy, I used a 5.0 hook and Bernat blanket. Don't mind the kitty in front of me. He was just outside, so he just came in. So 3 dragons so far, and I plan to make a bunch more because they're so cute and squishy and lovable, and I just love them all. I think my favorite also is the green one, and I'll probably make 1 or 2 more in this green because if he's gonna claim one, I might have to claim one for myself, and then I'll have one for the market. But anyway, those are done. So this is the pattern from Amanda King over at Eclectic Scribbles. I'm so excited she picked me. I just love her work, love her personality. She's just pretty cool. So go subscribe to her over on YouTube as well, and keep an eye out for the release of those dragons. And then I did something. I can't stop, you guys. Yarn and hooks have been like something I've been buying a lot of recently. But you know what? I felt like I needed some more of these hooks because if you don't see who it is, it's Ophire Co. And they had an oops sale And so of course your girl had to go on over and grab herself a few Oops hooks. The last Oops sale they had, I missed out on because all of the ones I had wanted, they didn't have the size I wanted, because you know I'm specific on my size. And so I got myself 4 hooks. And this time around, I decided to go and get a 5.5 millimeter hook, because a lot of the patterns I've been doing recently have been calling for like a 5.5, 6, 6.5. And so I figured I should probably bump up, have an extra size higher, because you know, I have the metal hook in a 5.5, a 6 and a 6.5, but if I could have a resin hook from Ophire Co in that size, why not get it? So I got all of these hooks. I don't know which ones are which, so I'm just gonna go ahead and open it. So here's my first one. Oh, I know this one already. This is a garnet. I've been wanting to get a garnet forever, and I just haven't, and I am so obsessed. It actually looks like real garnet, you guys. I don't know why this wasn't in the Oops sale, because it looks perfect. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I think this might be one of my new favorites. I think, well, I was watching her live on Instagram when she was getting these ready to go for the sale, for the Oops sale. That's why I was able to get some for myself, because I knew it was coming. And she said that this batch, she didn't like how dark they turned out. They were more black than the red, but I actually prefer that. This is gorgeous. So I'm super excited. And as a 5.0, I've been using a lot of 5.0 recently. And so when I saw they had a 5.0 in the garnet, I had to do it. And I think this is gonna be my new favorite hook. So I'm gonna add that to my collection. My collection is getting rather large. All right, let's see. Oh, cute. Okay, so this one is pink tourmaline. I'm not usually a pink girly, but I wanted to get that 5.5 size. And so this is a pink tourmaline. Very pretty, very shimmery. And I knew, like, if it was in pink, I would know that it was a 5.5, just because I'm a blue girl. You guys know that, I'm blue. So I got a pink to go outside of my comfort zone a little bit. Haha. You guys know the last haul I had with my hooks, I wanted my opal in a 4.5, but they didn't have it. But they had it this time, so I got myself an opal 4.5, since I don't use 4.0 as often lately. So now I have a 4.5 to go along with my 4.0. And perfection I see in this is that teeniest, tiniest, like, brown dot right there. Like, you can barely even see it. Right there. It's just a teeny tiny little speck. That's the only imperfection I can see in this hook. And so maybe that's why it got into the Oops category, but honestly, and maybe a little fading on the Ophire Co wording. But other than that, this thing is perfect. So the Oops sale is like really worth investing in. You get your hooks like 50% off. And why not, if you want to try out a hook? Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. Okay. But yeah, so anyway, if you guys want to try Ophire Co hooks, but you haven't jumped into it yet because they are too high of a price range, look out for the Oops sales, because you can get that same quality hook. It just might not be as perfect of gradation in their patterning as they have for like the other ones. But I'm telling you, I am obsessed. Okay, you guys ready for this last one? This one is the Winter Wonderland. It was like, I don't know, 50 cents more than the other ones. The other ones were all birthstone ones, and this was a seasonal one. And look at that. Okay, I am obsessed with this. This is gorgeous. That is so beautiful. So this is also a 5.5 hook because like I said, a lot of the patterns I've been doing recently have been calling for a 5.5 and I only had a 5.0, so I've been doing them in the 5.0, but I wanted to try to upsize them. So I'm going to do another Gordon in the 5.5. I'm gonna do another one of those Snuggler Dragons in the 5.5 just to see how they turn out. But here we go, the Ophire, and I can see the teeniest imperfection in it, which was probably why they put this one in the sale. You see that teeny little line right there next to my index finger of that little dark stripe? That is probably why they put it in the oops category, which honestly, who cares, right? But if it gets me 50% off my order, I'll take it. Thank you, Ophire Co. I love them. And of course, if you don't know already, I am an affiliate with Ophire Co. So you can get a code down below. And I think if you're like a first time buyer, you can get a 10% off. So I think when you you'll click on the link and then it'll pop up a link that says like, if you're a first time buyer, first time shopper, you can get 10% off. So click on that and then you can get 10% off of your order. But that is all I had to show you guys today. Owen and I are getting ready to go to our camp tomorrow for a few days. So I'll bring you guys along with me there. I'm not sure how much I will record there since, you know, it's a small camp and being in front of the camera might not be as, you know, free for me to do since I do have a little bit more privacy here, and I don't know, I just feel weird recording in front of people. But we will be there tomorrow, and so you'll be able to see what we're up to there. Also, something super fun and exciting for me to share with you guys is Owen has been working on learning how to crochet as well. So he just turned 8 and I have already taught him how to do a slip knot and a chain. So he's been practicing a chain for the past like day and a half, and it's so cute because we went for a hike earlier today, and when we got back in the car to come home, he was like, Mom, I'm ready to go crochet. Warms my heart, this kid. So he made, I should have pulled it out to show you guys, but he made like a 100 length chain in red, and he made it into a snake. So it's his snake, and he's working on another chain right now in gray velvet. And so he also was like, you need to make sure to pack yarn for us so we can crochet when we're at camp. And so I thought that was just the cutest thing ever. But with that, I'm gonna let you guys go for now. I'll update you in a little while with more works I have or some fun adventures we have at our camp. So I'll see you in a little bit. Guys, I am working on some stuff that is super top secret for my next video coming up. So I can't show you but what I've been working on because it's for that. So I did want to show you how I make my safety eyes flat in the back because someone did ask in one of my videos to show a demonstration of how I get them flattened out like this just to add a little bit more security in them. So I'm going to flip you guys around and hopefully be able to show you clearly what it looks like. So I have my safety eyes. I secured them in already. So I just put it in the spot I wanted it to go into, and then I put the backing on. So it's nice and secure already, but to guarantee the security of it, I like to just take my lighter. As you can see, it's well used. So I take my lighter, I just get the tip burned. So I light a little flame on it. I let it sit for just a moment to really make it, you know, hot. And then I just smush it down with my lighter. And then I wait a couple seconds for it just to cool down a little bit. And then I just twist this off and it flattens out that part so that the tip becomes wider than the hole here, as so. And that is all I do, and that just adds some security to them. And as you can see, I had done the other one before, and they cool down quite quickly after you do it, so you can continue working without having to wait for them to cool down or anything. And that's all I do. And then I can just move on with my project now. Hey guys, so I have a couple minutes to myself to spare as the kiddo is down at the beach with his JoJo, which is his grandmother. And so I wanted to show you a couple things I made since I've been here. I was running low on this yarn, so I just decided to bring it with me just for some spare items to make. And I made these sweet little stingrays. So made this one, and also I ran out of this color, so I just added the white. So he's kind of, you know, an interesting looking one. I made a dragon for my son. It's black and red, and you can see it in my reels either on Instagram or here on YouTube. I did a short on it, just checking out the different scenery with the dragon. And I also got a pattern test call while I was down here for a cute little leggy frog. So I love making leggy frogs, but I'm kind of phasing out my little rectangular leggy frogs, and I've been kind of playing around with new options. You guys probably saw that in one of my videos of a quick make for your market. And I got a pattern test for this guy. And so I didn't have any green, enough green to make him. And so I ended up going for purple because that was like the only color I had enough of since I'm down here and I don't have my regular stash available. So he is a cute little leggy frog with a cheeky butt. My son says, well, why do you have to make everything with a cheeky butt, Mom? And I'm like, because it's fun and it's funny. And I made it so his bottom is completely flat, so he will sit down on his own just as so. And you have, you know, the fun floppy arms still, and it's just a little bit bigger than like the rectangular leggy frogs, and it just has more shape to it. As you can see, we're back home. We were gone for about 6 days, and so now it's Tuesday, and I have to finish up this video so I can put it up for you guys to watch tomorrow, which is now Wednesday. So happy Wednesday. And I got home to a couple exciting packages. One, I ended up buying a 20-pound box of polyfill because some of my crochet friends had mentioned that Joann's had it on sale. And so I went ahead and ordered that, and it was sitting outside when I got home. So that's already put away because I don't think you really want to see a 20-pound box of polyfill. Nothing exciting there. But I also got some safety eyes. So funny story about this is I had ordered some safety eyes just from Amazon, and they were like the kawaii glitter eyes because I've never tried them out before. So I wanted to see if I liked them before I went and purchased like some fancy painted ones from some fellow friends and some fellow crocheters who paint them. And so I was like, I'll just see if I like this style on my plushies before I go and spend more money on the fancier ones. And I ordered them, and they said they were going to get here in like a day or two. And I was like, wow, that's really quick shipping for me because it usually takes 3 to 5 days where I live through Amazon. And so then I was like, geez, it's taking a while. It had been like more than a couple days. And I went on and checked my order and said they were delivered. I'm like, they were not delivered. Maybe they were delivered to a neighbor. Come to find out, my husband works away on a ship, and he sometimes has stuff shipped, like sent to his ship. And yeah, I had accidentally sent them to his work address. So he is now in possession of my safety eyes, but I'm not going to see him for probably another 3 weeks. So I needed them now, but I had a friend who helps me out because I was in a bind, and so she helps me out. So I bought some off of her, and they have come, and I am excited to open them. So these ones, oh, hold on a second. I have to read the card. Aww. She said she needed enjoy the eyes, and it needed some padding, so she added a skein of yarn. Oh my goodness, it's so soft and it's beautiful. This is a Hirschner's Cheerful Fleece Maltese yarn. It is so pretty and it is so soft, you guys. I love it. Thank you. So this is Stacy Makes, and she is awesome. I love her. She is like the best. So anyway, I got these. These are just from AliExpress, she said. And so they're the little kawaii eyes. And so these are the 18 millimeters. So they have like the kawaii style. They have the plastic to keep them safe, and then the glitter. So I got some glitter ones from her. I got these, are also 18 millimeter, but they're like kind of, I don't know if you can see, but they're kind of like serpentine type of eye. So it's like almost like mermaid scales or fish scales, or like snake scales. So I got those in 18 millimeter, and then I ended up getting, I believe these are the 23 millimeter ones, and I got the glitter, just some glitter ones in the 23 millimeters. And these were the ones I really needed because so that's what it is. And then you just take the glitter backing and put it on. So like I said, I had wanted to try these out before I went ahead and went for the painted ones that you can get from creators now, just to make sure I liked the look of the kawaii style eye. Here, this one's a little too dark. So let me try a lighter color one here. Ooh, this one's pretty. It's like a really light blue. Ooh, so pretty. So I'm excited to try out this style eye, because I see this style eye everywhere, but I haven't done it myself yet. And so I'm excited to give these guys a go. I already know a pattern I'm going to do them for. It's actually her pattern, Gordon the Gator. So if you go on Etsy, you can go buy that pattern. I was a tester for it and it is an awesome pattern. You can't go wrong. I made one with 30mm eyes. I didn't have these. So now that I have these, I am going to go ahead and make another Gordon the Gator in this size eye, the 23mm eye, which I believe is what it calls for to begin with. And so I will have that for you in another video to show you the difference between the 30mm eye and the 23mm eye. And so that was the purchase I made of all of these awesome eyes. I'm really excited to be able to use those. Thank you for Stacy for coming in to save me from that, and for this sweet little skein of yarn. I love it. I can't wait to make something out of it, and I'll definitely let you know what I make with it. And with that, one more thing I made before I end this video. I can't believe I'm so late to the game, but I made Tofu the turtle, and I am in love with this pattern. It is so quick and easy to make, and I can't believe I am so slow at finally getting to make this pattern because it's been out for a long time, and I always hear people say how awesome Tofu the turtle is, but I had to try it for myself, and he was awesome. So I have Tofu and Tulip. I haven't tried Tulip yet because I was having too much fun making Tofu. I ended up making 4. I only have 3 with me because my son asks me to make specific colors for him. He wanted red and black. That's his new colors, as you can tell from his dragon I made him earlier in the week as well. It was red and black. And now he has a red and black turtle to go with it. And so I made these ones. So I have the key lime with the lilac, and these are all Parfait Chunky. And I was running low on my yarn when I was at my camp. And so I was kind of looking for patterns that I could make with less yarn, and this one came up. So it was perfect timing for it because like I only had a little bit of each skein. I didn't plan to make as much as I did. You will see some of those makes in upcoming videos, but I can't share them with you now because then it would like defeat the purpose of my upcoming videos that I had an idea of making. And so then I made this guy, and this is with that very berry yarn that, if you saw my yarn haul, I did not like this color. I was like, and I accidentally bought 4 skeins and I didn't like the color, but I'm vibing with the color on this. I actually had brought this with a yellow, like the Parfait, I think it's just, I think it's called Sunrise, the Parfait Chunky Sunrise. This and this lilac were gonna be a mermaid, and then I was gonna have the skin color, and I forgot to pack the skin color. So I wasn't able to do that, which I was kind of bummed about, but that's okay because I got to do my tofus, and tofu needed to be made. And then I made this one out of like a gray and a blue. I actually asked my mother-in-law and my son what colors I should make them out of, and she had picked the gray for the shell and then the blue for the body, and I think he is adorable. And then my son had picked a black shell and a red body, and his is in the other room, and it's super cute too. I didn't think I would like that combination. I was like, it's gonna look too much like a ladybug, but it's actually pretty cute. So that is another make that I got to do. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say a bye to everyone. Thank you for joining me in this video, and if you enjoyed it, let me know. I'd love to have some ideas of what you would like to see more of, what you would like to see me do more of, because right now I have a bunch of ideas in my head, but I don't know if you guys are gonna necessarily like them or not. I feel like the 1-hour videos maybe aren't as popular as I had been hoping them to be, and so I might just phase out how many can I make in 1 hour, and I want to give you some more content, so I need to know what things you would like to see down below. So throw out some suggestions of what you would like to see me do in a video. It can be anything. It could be like a day in the life of, it could be you know, other style videos that you've maybe seen me do in the past that you enjoyed. It can be a challenge, anything like that. Throw them down below so that I can put that out for you. I am at 975 subscribers as of right now, and I am so thrilled. I can't wait to get to 1,000. 1,000 is going to be like a huge milestone for me because, as I've said in previous videos, I didn't even think I was gonna get like 10 subscribers, let alone 1,000. And so that's a really big milestone for me to meet. And once I meet 1,000 subscribers, I plan to do a live video with you guys. So I'll get on, chat with you guys live. I think that would be so much fun. I've been wanting to do a live since I started. I used to do lives on Facebook for different reasons, and so I think that would just be so much fun to do on YouTube. I've never done it on YouTube before, so help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do a live sooner than later. And with that, go ahead, like, comment down below with a turtle emoji, and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends if you think they would enjoy this video, and I will talk to you guys all next time. Bye.